What's it like training dense? You've been training for a long time.
It's nice to follow a concise program that like, I don't know if I've ever been in a program that like gives you such
VMOs. Look, you've just got only your VMOs sticking into
this is I identify as a VMO, so this is good. Yeah, I did only. The VMOs will be popping through dance. No, dance is cool because like, I don't know whether you follow it all or you follow it just some blocks. Just the configuration of a minute on of the timer. You just don't have a lot of rest to turn off, and it's just like such a quantifiable workout system.
Yeah.
Whether it's like really, and it can be really heavy, and it can be really light and fast, but it's like it is quantifiable, and you know exactly where you are within the program. I think that's one of the things that makes it confusing in other programs. Is like you're like, it's working, I'm getting stronger, or maybe I'm getting stronger, or like.
You have to build up to testing day, and testing day is like 3
Yeah.
months down the track,
Yeah.
and you're not quite sure from every session if you're any
Yeah.
closer to it, and then you get sick, or like
Yeah.
something comes up around the testing day, and then you don't get to test, and it's like that's one of the things I love about it, is like every day you get that data, even if you don't choose to best, or you're not there to hit a best, you know where you're at in relation to it, and you know how it felt of like, oh yeah, I could have done that, or.
Well, and there's so much variety between the weight number and this bar speed and all the rest of the stuff we do. Like, so it's like you might progress in weight today, but then in 2 days later you might progress in bar speed, where maybe you don't feel like you can do big weights again, and you might do bar speed. But like, it gives you an opportunity to win and progress every day. That's what I really like about it. I think one of the missing elements in a lot of training is people are just so variable and kind of don't know where they are on rest time.
Yeah, well,
And that is the variable that has been dialed in dance that makes it so quantifiable.
That's the thing of the modern time, is programs can be good on paper, but then if you've got your phone there and you're like half in and half out of your program, and you're watching, booty on Instagram in between your sets, like that's a huge thing. And for me, like, because I have an online business, I'm always talking to the guys. Like, I have to be doing dance.
But you don't miss a timer, bro.
No, when I'm doing dance, especially when you're there, like, no matter what, if I'm doing dance, like I'm there.
It's Pavlov's response.
I know the beep is coming, and when the beep comes, I'm
if you have like someone to work out to, it's perfect, dude. It's like perfect time to just alternate between a friend. It's amazing, man.
So you're nearly best on squat, best in a decade on bench.
Yeah. Close. Yeah.
You think you're maxing out? You feel like you've maxed out your genetic potential?
No. I literally feel like I'm just getting started on squat and bench. Yeah, and it's just like you can just put so much load in a day in a short time frame.
Yeah.
And it like really just builds your confidence. And like I was saying, it's like you don't have time to shut off. So there's no on and off during the time. It's like you get just enough rest, but not enough rest to like become lazy or switch off the central nervous system or something like that. Yeah, it's huge. And the bests are like, we've been doing I would say strict dance for like 2 months now, hey? Yeah. And things have gone like, my bench has gone up 20, almost 30 pounds, and my squat's gone up like 50 pounds.
And we're not
even
specializing in those.
Yeah.
We're doing jumps and weightlifting.
It's just like a side
it's
effect
not like
of it.
trying to focus on a powerlifting competition or.
Yeah.
I'm doing a bit more like that. This last week, I did bench every day for 7-8 days, hit bests, multiple bests most days on the bench. Now I'm going to chill out on the bench for a week and obliterate the squat. And it's super fun to do it that way as well. Like, as you say, like we've got the Dance Club program, the template, but then it's easy just to play around with it in different ways as well.
You just pick a dense block, and like that day you just like, oh, I just need to do like 10D10 or 10D5. You just like get to know what you feel. It's kind of like if you're a runner, you kind of know what exercise, or you kind of know what tempo and what pace and what style of workout you could do that day and be successful. And it gets that kind, when you have these clear blocks of like 10D5 or 5D5, you get to a point where you can be like, I want to pick this block to add into the whole scope of the program. Yeah, I love it, man.
38 tons today, and I feel fine.
Yeah.
Because we stay away from failure. That's the thing. Like, we do a lot of volume, and there's a lot of bar speed, but we're not grinding reps where it's like hit and miss. And when you don't do that, your nervous system stays great.
Yeah.
Like 38 tons, for those who don't know, like is 2, 3, 4 times what most people would do inside of a training session. Like a 10-ton session is usually like a fairly big session in traditional strength training. And yeah, it's like, it's fine. Like, I could do a bunch more if we wanted to. And like, people don't understand that if you stay away from failure, you can tolerate a lot more volume, and volume is a very reliable way to get an amazing physique.
Yeah.
People are trying to do it with this like magic method of just twice a week and get into ultimate failure on 6 exercises twice a week.
Yeah.
It's not very reliable for getting in amazing shape.
Yeah.
Like, volume is reliable for getting shape, getting shredded. Like, you just look at triathletes and stuff. Like, it's very hard to be a fat triathlete.
Yeah.
You're doing 20 hours a week, 30 hours a week of training. Like, you're not going to out-eat that no matter what. Like, that's a bit how dense works.
Yeah. You do have to in the end, you do have to try hard. There's no way to be super shredded.
I wanted to bring up Project Try Hard. Let's go Project Try Hard to wrap this thing up before you got your client coming in.
You do have to try hard. If you're on like a bodybuilding split, that's great. But like, I've seen bodybuilders shaking when they get off a machine. So like, unless you're doing that, maybe you're just not trying hard enough. It was like, if you want to be shredded and if you want to be super strong and super athletic, like, you have to try hard no matter what you're having to try hard in, no matter what you're doing, like, you must try hard.
When did it start, Project Try Hard?
Hey.
I'll talk amongst myselves.
Hey.
I love the way it feels doing this training at the moment. Bench is almost there for lifetime best.
Okay,
it's
so you
been
can park at
quite
my place,
a long time. I started
and then you're going
the
to
year benching like 20
walk down
kilos,
the road,
just
you're
playing
going
around
to
with
go
the bar,
towards,
trying to make it feel good because I had a little bit of pain on the point of my elbow.
The bridge. Remember the bridge?
And that pain has slowly diminished across the year.
When you drive up the road, you're going to go under a bridge.
I've got back to
then you're going to go park at my spot, and then you walk down the road,
10D1, like
down the
10 singles on the minute,
and then across the bridge.
At 120.
And you're going to go into Elevation Hotel,
the other day I did
which is, I'm there right now.
5D1 at 117.
Is that okay?
It was amongst the fatigue of hitting these things every day. So I think I'm there probably to hit a better 10D1 or 20D1 soon. And I'm looking for 135, 140 bench, like best I've ever done is like something that I want to achieve. As much as I don't think bench press is super important for lots of different things, it's a good measure of consistency, and it's something that relates to a lot of other people. And it does allow you to work the nervous system hard. Like, it's the heaviest upper body movement that you can do. It's like weighted chins and weighted dips. But Charlie Francis used it a lot with his sprinters as a way to keep the nervous system where he wanted it to be. So it doesn't make you a bad person to have a big bench. And it helps with like the handstand push-ups and stuff. They kind of go together. Handstand push-ups are going really smooth.
It's another opportunity for a win. Yeah. It's like the more variety you do, the more opportunities you have for a win. If I go on like a run and I'm like, oh, it's not a good run, but all I do is run that day, well, then that's like chalked up to not a great day. Whereas if I go on a bad run and I come in the gym and I do a good squat or a good bench, well, then I've like done something win. If you do 15 things per day, you can win on something. And then you start like really believing in yourself because you get these wins daily and you start to like build confidence and that's huge.
I love dense for weightlifting as well. When I really wanted to snatch 100 kilos, and I was stuck around 85, like 90 on a good day, and I just couldn't budget. I really wanted to. So I started doing dense. I did 5D1, 80 kilos, and then I did 5D1, 82 kilos, and then I did 5D1, 85 kilos, and then the day I did 5D1 at 87 kilos, I just kept ramping up, and I hit 100 for the first time. And I did the same thing on my front squats around that time. I started at singles at 100, and I went up to singles at 125, and I hit my lifetime best on the front squat. It's like a reliable way. And I'm talking to this Georgian champion powerlifter, and he starts with singles on the minute on the 30 seconds. They start singles on the 30 seconds rest, and they do 100 singles, and he's got the world record by a long way. He just won by 50 kilos in a powerlifting European Championships. He's like a lightweight junior, but it's crazy. But it's like it's always worked well for me to do it in that way.
Yeah.
Just the main thing you have to do is like not keep grinding to the top ones. Like when I did the 120, 122, 125, I should have stopped that front squat cycle and gone for threes, or just started back at ones, or gone to the back squat, or it's those last ones that you don't need to do, especially on the legs, especially on the squat. Like.
That's why dance is so easy to like do the progressive programs.
Yeah.
Is because you know exactly what you did and you're like on the same rest time. If I just say like, hey, do 5 times 3 of X weight, and then the next week you do 5 times 3 of that weight plus 2 kilos, like that seems really concise. But what's not concise about that is like, well, one week you took 5 minutes rest and the next week you took 6 minutes rest. You don't actually know if you got stronger. Yeah. Like you were able to move the weight, but did you actually get stronger as a measurable thing? And like what you were saying, it's like the same block, but it's just adding. You know exactly that, that exactly the times between the rests, exactly the weight exactly the reps and sets. So yeah, I would say it's like the easiest program I've ever found to like easily progress your weight up.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Every time I do it, I love it, and then I've tended to go away from it. Yeah. It's probably the longest time I've been consistent with it. Now it's like 5 months or so. And it's a bit longer actually, because we started the new app about 5 months ago, and I think I did maybe 2 months before that. It's like 7 or 8 months, and everything's going up. I'm close to lifetime best in lots of things, and I'm still feeling fresh. Yeah. And there's so many ways to change it that it doesn't get boring at all. I love all the different styles. There's so many different ways to vary.
I mean, dude, I've never been a program guy. I've never stuck to a program for like 2 months. Yeah. This is so like, it's been so enjoyable. And I feel like this is the most progress I've made in 2 months since like when I was 17, I gained 40 or 35 pounds of muscle in 4 months. And I feel like, like my whole process of like what I'm trying to do now is like reverse age and like just get athleticism back and get stronger and more backflips and run further and all this stuff. And I feel like dance has been like a huge part in the last 2 months of me feeling just better and better and better. Like the variety in it is second to none. You have some of the best S&C techniques that have ever existed, and they're like, a lot of them are factored into dance, you know?
Jumps on the minute, landing on the minute, weighted jumps on the minute, the weightlifting. We use the accessories. We often do 2D stuff on the accessories, which is really fun to kind of max out little body weight movements.
Drop
and
catches,
stuff.
rope flows, juggling, like there's skills in there, there's soft tissue work in there, there's
it's coming along.
Jump higher, run faster.
We've got to do the running. I want to get the running going on the minute as well. We can do minute on, minute off, but I want to also do the within and then show some reliable like 400 meter times, mile times. This is the next journey to add. We haven't been doing that kind of running here. We've run the mountains, but I'm going to be at the athletics track in Germany, and then Montenegro. There's an athletics track that's easy to go to as well. I think it's like $5 for the day. It's got a gym there and stuff, as well as right on the beach. So we'll get some track going and hit some dents on the track. And
we touched on a second project, try hard, which is
that's
if your program's not working, try harder. And then that's like stage one. You know, there's a guy in here the other day and he's like, I've been gaining weight. I mean, I've been gaining muscle, but I haven't been getting shredded. I haven't been, he's like on the bodybuilding split. And I was like, but bro, I've seen bodybuilders work out there and they're smashing it, bro. Like they're really shaking and they're like begging for oxygen and they can barely stand up. And I was like, I haven't seen you do that though. And so I was like, what he's doing essentially, it's not on him, is he's been made to think that if he does this bodybuilding split, just do the reps, do the sets, that some magic's gonna happen. And it's not, it's effort. You have to put in high effort. There's no exchange for like we're talking about volume. like the volume of effort you put in during the day. Like it has to be effort in the gym, there's effort on a run, there's effort at home with the kids, there's effort like everywhere. Like we can't be always looking for like the easiest way, looking for comforts. Like we gotta look to where can I put in more effort? Like where can I put my energy? So what we did is I just said, let's just do 100 of everything. So we did 100 straight on pull downs. We did 100 rows on the machine. We did 100 bicep curls on the cable machine. 100 bench press and 100 sit-ups on the incline. And that was the introduction to like Project Try Hard. Like in the end, it doesn't matter. None of it matters if you're not trying hard. Like it has to be high effort. If you want it, like if you want the abs, if you want to be shredded, if you want to look good, if you want to jump higher, like you have to actually want it. It's not like pretending and like hoping the magic shows up and saves you. It's not coming for you. You have to put it in.
So people think maybe it sounds like a contradiction between what I'm saying with dense, but we're doing triple or quadruple the volume that a lot of people will do. And the trade-off for that is that we're not training to failure. This is a performance strategy, but every rep we're trying hard. Every rep we're switched on. We're going for bar speed. We're sometimes making the drop really fast, etc. It's a different style of trying hard. It's good to sometimes to push people to failure, and I think like it was a mental journey for the hundreds, but depending on the outcome that you want. I also did the 60D on the bench press. So I did 60 D1, so 60 sets of 1 at 100 kilos on the bench press. We just added 60s into the dense app, and I love it. And I did 60 D10 squats in between, with overhead squat with a bar, with a light bar, and then back squats with a bar, and then body weight squats. My legs were probably more roasted than my my benching muscles. I was a little bit stiff from it, but I still came and broke another record here this morning on the 5D5 bench at 95 kilos, and then still squatted here in the afternoon. So but like it's a nice mental thing also to do that. Like that 60D1, it's not the same stimulus as sets of 100, but using the gym as a tool for mental transformation and building the belief, building the momentum. Like I think you can feel the joy and energy that we have here in this process. Like this is not suffering through the gym and listening to a podcast while you're in there because you're bored in the gym, or everyone's got their headphones in and no one looks like they're having fun. It doesn't have to be like that. And I like, for me, it's kind of like playing a computer game as well, like knocking these scores in and then sending them to the other boys. And
like the leaderboard?
Yeah, there's the leaderboards, but it's
so
like
good.
It's also me versus me. It's like the boxing machine where you punch the thing and you get the number, and then like you want to do it again. Like I feel like a set of dents is like that, where I want to like get that number and like punch that thing in, and then it's just it naturally sets a new standard for your next thing, and it naturally sets a culture. And we want, like, the way you coach world champion athletes and the way you do well in life is to set standards that others won't set. Like the standard for us with the big boys in the rugby team was 140 kilos on the power clean. Now I saw their programs from the year before and no one had been cleaning over 100 kilos. The programs were there, and a lot of them were doing like 80 kilo power cleans and stuff. So the first day when we're in there and I'm saying, you're going to max out your power clean. Like I maxed them out from day one. And a lot of people would say, it's dangerous and blah. It's like, we're either going to win or we're going to break them. And the head coach had kind of given me permission as well of like, look, if we're not really competitive this year, like we won't have another year. So I had that mandate and I was like, all right, let's go. So we maxed out day one.
Bro.
And then the big boys are looking at the bar, like they're 110, 115, 122 kilo, huge men. And they're looking at this weight on the bar and they're going like, I can't lift that. And I would like lift it twice and then put it down and go like, well, just give it a shot. and like soon enough they were outlifting me. But like to start with, I was able to, I was messing around with it. I would just jump in mid-set in front of the other ones. And then it's like, well, okay. And it was fun. And it was a game. And then, the accounting department was above the gym. And they were like, what's going on down there? Like, you guys are blowing the roof off this thing. We're trying to work up here. And like, we never heard this much noise coming out of the gym. And because someone had hit a best and everyone had just jump all over it.
That camaraderie in the gym, like if you don't have that in the gym, like you need to have it in a community like our dance or like our real movement community or something. Like the community there is just so good. Yeah. If you don't have someone to get hype with in the gym, like you got to be sharing it. You got to have someone to share your wins with.
That's how you
in
set,
life,
set the standards. Stephen Cox was in here. We were doing weightlifting together.
Yeah.
He's 20 years younger than me.
Yeah.
He's 10 kilos, 15 kilos.
It's a big boy.
Maybe sometimes 20 kilos heavier than me. And we were lifting the same weights.
Yeah.
And he's more athletic than me and he's stronger than me, but he hasn't done that much weightlifting recently.
Yeah.
I was saying to him, like, you know, let's see what kind of athlete, like, let's see how you feel when you lift in a serious weight here that you should be lifting. And
It felt great.
Yeah, he was, you know, he had a crack at it with us, but then
Yeah.
he's like done some as well since
Yeah.
he's been home. He wants to progress it.
Yeah.
And you know, we need that standard. And yeah, it's great when people are ahead in stuff and they, you know, it's like Tour de France where there's someone has to get out in front, break the wind, and then everybody else is following behind that streamline. Like that's how it needs to be.
Yeah.
Every time someone does something special, you know, we've got someone who's run a 46.8 in the community talking about running better. That's someone to listen to.
Yeah.
And that's what we need. But like everyone needs to have that thing. We're talking about the weapons, with Zach Hardesty. He's over in Perth. He's a weapons, like traditional weapons
Shooting
expert.
bows in between strength workouts.
Black belt BJ, black belt jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's shooting his bow and stuff. I was like, yeah, this is, you know, you can show us this stuff. And we're going to do a camp in South Africa with the bow hunting and everything. Like, be great if Zach's there with his traditional bow and we're out riding the horses. And it's like completely different stuff to the 46.8, but you're just psyched on it as well. Like,
let's go.
It's not,
life's about like pushing experiences, you know, and there's so many experiences to be had if you're willing to get outside your box. There's so much more freedom out here than there is in the box. And if you get out there, there's experiences. There's wins. There's wins to be had.
People are putting these posts up like shitting on Moochie for coach. He's 23. He's coaching Kevin Durant. He's making however many million a year. Kevin Durant. He's working with other NBA players as well. And people are making their crappy, you know, the posts of like, this isn't good training because of X, Y, Z. He's doing two of my favorite moves as well, by the way. Let's put that stuff aside.
Yeah.
Let's train hard. Let's travel the world.
Yeah.
Let's help people. Like 90% of the population has no level of physicality at all. Like they're not even, of those who go to the gym, how many are actually doing anything that they're proud of? Like, what are we doing talking about how this guy's training Kevin Durant?
If you're bummed you didn't get the call, make yourself the person that gets that call.
You're not going to get the call making hater posts.
No, that's 100% true.
No one wants to be around that guy. Like the post that went most viral talking about the stuff was one that was like positive. He was like, this is, you know, he doesn't want to just get jacked at this stage in his career. Like, this is what he wants to do. It wasn't that intelligent, but it was positive. And that one got thousands, you know, they got 10,000 plus likes. And all the other ones, they got a lot less views because they're just, you know, throwing negativity out there. Like,
positivity and love wins every time.
You got it, you stand for something, like lead in something and lead a group of other men in something and your life will get exponentially better. You know, I did it with the rugby, but then I left that to be able to coach coaches. And I always, hey, lead us in this.
Yeah.
That's like my gift is like encouraging, hey, come and lead us with this thing. And it might seem funny that people have been paying me, you know, $10,000 to come and for me to say, hey, come and lead in this thing, which is effectively like me asking them to give a service, and I'm not paying them for that. I'm asking them to coach the other coaches. But it's the best gift you can give a man is to respect their knowledge and ask them to improve their knowledge and, you know, give them feedback on the thing and start the process around it.
If you're not a leader, like, you can be a leader. You just have to put yourself, it has to be a goal, just like I want to bench 250. It's like, no, I want to be a leader. What does that leader look like? Start that process today. You know, start pushing yourself. The quickest way to being a leader initially is start acting like it. Start pushing yourself so that you become proof of concept, so that people see you and they immediately know without talking to you that you can lead. That's the best way to be a leader.
If you can lead 100 men, if you're the best at something amongst 100 men who are also high achievers, people who work hard, like, what does that do for the way that you show up in your life, on sales calls, with your family, etc.? Like, it's massively life enhancing to do that, and it's a proven formula. Like, there is a formula for how to be a great coach. I'll put the video in. I shared the formula for what it takes to be a world leading coach, and the formula for building superstar athletes. That was what I shared last weekend with the coaches, and it's well proven. Like, it's not, you know, there's different approaches. and I'm open to feedback of like how to add to what I'm talking about. But the
But
results
you've
are
done
there.
it so many times.
The
dude.
results are there with coaches
Yeah.
coming through and then becoming champion coach. I was just talking to Adrian O'Brien like just before this. They just won the Irish Championship. They're in France on holiday with his family. His son's in the team.
Yeah.
So he's coaching his son's team, and they've won the championship. They
That's
had
the
like
peak of it
the
right
whole
there,
town
bro.
there, like
Yeah.
everyone celebrating.
So good.
Him there with the son and the trophy. And his dream when we started was like, I want to work with athletes.
Yeah.
And he had a little gym in the back of a pub, like in a
Yeah.
little country town. I was like, bro, you can do that. And now it's 10 years later.
Yeah. Amazing.
It's build a dream. It's build a dream. There's no other way. There's no excuse. There's no other path. I think a great place to start is dense. If you're not sure where to start, do 60 sets of push-ups right now. 60D, whatever you think you can do for the whole thing. If you're not in great shape, do 60 sets of 5. That's fine. If you're in really bad shape, do 60 sets of 1. If you're in decent shape, do 60 sets of 10. And if you're a beast, do 60 sets of 15. And you're going to know about it. But this is like, start, Project Try Hard.
That's right.
Get your session. Thank you, brother.